Hello everybody, this is AK, I'm back. So this video is inspired by a couple of comments left by viewers in the channel, and also builds on something I've been thinking about recently and wondering whether I should be worried, right? So one viewer said, after watching the video that I did with the fifth person recently, that your passive income keeps growing, and I try to catch up, but you keep racing ahead of me. Could you slow down? And another viewer said that, your Alibaba position now is 4.5% of your portfolio. 4.5% of AK's portfolio is a lot of money. So from what they say, that these two viewers have probably been following my blog or my channel for some time, so they've been tracking my progress or the value of my portfolio, right? Or at least they're able to make a very good guess, right? And I told the first viewer, don't worry, my passive income will come down soon. I will be getting less passive income soon, and then he can catch up, right? So this is also something I've been thinking about, because I'm wondering whether I should be worried about this. Then I decided, no, I don't think I should worry about it, because the reason why my passive income is going to come down in the next couple of years, at least the next couple of years, is because REITs Global's Berlin property is now vacant, right? And that property accounted for 25% of their income, right? So the property is now vacant, and they are repositioning that property to become a multi-let, right? So they already signed 2 long-term contracts with 2 hospitality operator, and they're taking up like 25% of the space and paying 50% of the rent that the tenant that left was paying, right? That's why I say there's a lot of rental upside in that property, but because the property is pretty old, and tenant that left has paid them some depreciation costs, to restore the property, but that's insufficient, right? But anyway, it will take about a couple of years, right, before that property is fully redeveloped or refurbished, right? And then you can start to make money again, right, for the REIT, and the rent that they collect will be much higher. But it's a 2 years wait, right? And in these 2 years, REIT will probably be paying 30 or 35% lower DPU. And you might be wondering, why did I say that, it's 25% of the income and this with 35% lower DPU? Well, I'm factoring in the cost of borrowings, because REIT has to borrow more money to refurbish the property, right? Like I said, because REITs distribute 90 to 100% of their income to shareholders, they don't retain very much for their own growth. So it's either they borrow money from the banks, or they issue bonds, which is what REIT is doing in this case, they're issuing bonds, and or they come back to shareholders and ask for more money, right? So which is why I say we have to demand a lot more from REITs if we want to invest in them, because this fundraising for them, in order for them to grow, is something that is part of the business model, right? Where it's not the case for banks. Anyway, I don't want to veer off course. Let me continue. So in the next 2 years, I expect lower contribution from REIT, and even though REIT is going to pay like 35% lower DPU, in the context of my entire portfolio, in the context of my passive income, how much of a hit would I be taking? I estimate that my passive income will probably reduce by about 6%, in the next 2 years, because of REIT Global's lower DPU. But I think it's going to be a bit more. My passive income will reduce by a bit more because, I've been buying Alibaba shares. So I've been dismantling my T-bill ladder. And going by the second viewer's comment that says, wow, 4.5% of AK's portfolio is quite a lot of money. Then you know that I've been dismantling my T-bill ladder quite quickly recently, right? Like for example, I won't be trying to get any T-bills for the next auction, right? Because the money has gone into Alibaba. So which means that I won't be getting any passive income from T-bills either, right? Or I'll be getting less passive income from T-bills going forward, because I still have some, right? But I suspect that I'll be dismantling the ladder in the next couple of months or so, if Alibaba continues to trade at an attractive price, of course. So less passive income from REIT Global, less passive income when it comes to T-bills. So my passive income numbers will be lower in the next couple of years, right? But then, of course, we know that the banks have special dividends, and they have increased their dividends, and that will cushion some of that decline. But overall, I think my passive income in the next couple of years should decline, and things might improve after that, right? So I've made some capital gains. I've realized some capital gains this year thanks to Alibaba. And if I should trade Alibaba's shares for some time before the end of the year, I might have some capital gains again, right? So let's see how it goes, right? Maybe capital gains can cover the decline in passive income, but it's not something I have to do necessarily, because passive income came in at about $234,000 last year. Even if I were to take, let's say, a 10% reduction, it would still be more than $200,000, which is more than what I need for myself and for my parents. So I think it's okay. And then after thinking this through, I say I don't think I have to worry, right? So if you are still listening, if you have stayed with me all the way till now, you must be a long-time viewer or reader of my blog, right? So thank you for keeping me company, right? I can't imagine whom would be interested in these things other than myself, right? But then thank you for your company. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.